it June 5th, and it appeared that it rained more than it actually did. About 2/10 on most of our fields, maybe 3/10 on some of them. Obviously, we're out here in some unworked corn stalks in town. About 15 acres here because we worked in this horse pasture a couple years ago. One pass tool looks pretty darn good. Level, chewed up the stalks nicely. There's even areas where they're kind of just laid over from the tornado in areas, but it's chewing right through it. Love this thing. Gone and done it. Got on this hill and it looked a lot more like that stuff. And all of a sudden it kept pulling, the wing was getting pulled, it kind of slid the tractor. And now I'm just gonna wait for a little tug. I got my tires slipped over, I'm just digging a hole. So I'm just gonna wait for a pull, and it should climb right out of there with just a little tug from the front. I just can't get it to climb up out because we're on quite a hill. It doesn't look like it, but this is about level. So won't take much, but be patient. If I would have fought it, I would have really dug it in, but it'd come right out of there. Whoops. Now I'm like Jim with Millennial Farmer. I just wanted to fit in. No, in all seriousness, it kind of looked like this ground, just like him. And it started kind of pulling me. Like the right wing was going into a little bit more of like wetter ground than the left. And then by the time I slowed down and tried to get up, I was spinning down. And rather than dig it down, I'm just gonna wait for a pull because I am trying to climb up. And I also am leaning downhill. So wait for a quick pull instead of bury the thing more than it already is, and it should climb right out of there. I just cannot get it to pop up on this little ledge here, so just waiting patiently. Yeah, it's a little muddy. Of course, we had to go pull downhill, so he kind of pulled me right through a wet hole, but the 8440 just crawled right along. I was spinning, but pulled me right through it. Whoops. Hey, don't plant here. It's a little wet. I screwed up. I just said yesterday or day before, don't get your biggest tractor stuck. Well, my rule of thumb is if I think I'm stuck or getting stuck, I just stop and don't dig it in, because then the smaller tractors can pull it out with ease, and it's a lot safer to pull things out that are just kind of hung up versus actually buried, because chewed up on this hill, but then you're not jerking on it and it's not really hung up. You're just kind of helping it along because the tires are slicked over. So no harm, no foul, nothing's broken, and we're back working ground. So that's just farming. I'm humble enough to show you guys that I screw up and things happen on the farm, but that's farming. Things happen. Stuff breaks, people get stuck. Woo! A little bumpy on this side hill here. They did the ripping the opposite way we normally do in this one spot, but that's okay. Thank the Lord for air ride seats. I love working up here. You can see our bin slate off in the distance. We had somebody different run the ripper in this field, and they've got the ripper points like going downhill, and trying to get them back this way. Otherwise, the water wants to run downhill, and it just takes the dirt with it. So I'm going a little slower, just not trying to bounce too much, but I'm trying to get it back this way. I guess that's why the discs aren't spinning. Oh boy, this might be in there. I had to go get my hammer. Got it, just a good boot kick, two-handed, without the camera. Oh no, didn't get too much mud inside the rims, so that's why our tractors are muddy. It's just the type of ground we're dealing with. Like I said, no harm, no foul. It's not our days with flat tires. The grain drill main frame has a flat tire, and I'm looking for a spare because it's after hours and the co-op won't be able to fix it. So I'm trying to figure out which implement has what I need. Also, it'd be nice to find something we don't use that often. In the plow, just found this. This is it. These tires match the main frame of the drill, so I'm going to grab my impact gun out of my pickup, take it off, and get it buzzed over there. Got to dig out under that tire and put it on and get it zipped on. Package acquired just from sitting out in the hot cold. It's a little low, swing by the shop, air it up. I'm gonna go throw it on there. They spread human waste in this grass here, so I went ahead and backed it into the field because I am not about crawling around in that. And I gotta dig a hole because I gotta figure this out here, but I think I'm gonna end up digging a little bit of a hole. It's gonna be easier to dig where I already worked the ground versus on grass. Let's get this changed. Abracadabra, dig a hole right in front of the tire, drive forward. Now we got ourselves a spinning tire I can buzz off with the impact quick and slap that one on. And the guy that's gonna operate it tonight is almost here, so he'll be able to just hop in and go. We have a batch of starter mixed up for him. I might have to bring that over to him. And the seed's full, so he should be able to go for tonight. But it's all about keeping the drill moving. That's why I hopped out of the digger. Still haven't figured out how I'm gonna finagle this tire on. I have to somehow get in here with it. This is the flat one I gotta get out first, but you know that saying when they say if it was easy, everyone would do it? I'm starting to understand it. I had to look at them for a second because this is the one I'm gonna put on. They're the same size, but this one looks a little smaller, but no doubt we got our wear out of it. It started wearing funny for some reason. Everything looks okay here, so might have just been too much road time tipped one way because of the gravel shoulders, is my guess. But we'll get this on here. I've got the tire underneath of there, just waiting for an extra set of hands to help line the bolt up and pick the tire up. It's just in an awkward position underneath of there, so it'll just be easier, 2 people. No sense to hurting myself when he's only 5 minutes away. So this is our drill. It's a 455 John Deere drill, 35 foot wide. Each row spacing is 10 inches. And yeah, it goes pretty slick. Let's put this latch down for them. Oh, we can peek in here. You can see they're loaded. They're ready to go for the night. There ain't gonna be any video of this, but just gotta set the tire and rim up on there and get my bolts back on and zip it tight, and he'll be planting. Let's see. There it is. Where'd he go? Just saw it. They're harder to see than the pink ones. They're purple. Yeah, they're plenty deep. Maybe just a shy on the deep side, but not too bad. Pretty good actually. They're down in the moisture, which is where you need them. You know, Mother Nature, even though she's not raining, she keeps rubbing salt in the wound, reminding us of the tornado from last year. This one, the tornado come right through. So those were all snapped on the ground. So unless you're gonna walk them and pick them up by hand, it makes me sick just thinking about it. It's a wonderful thing. Drill's rolling again. I'm just gonna smooth this off a little bit for the combine. This will have water in it all summer. And I get burned twice in one day. Holy. The answer is maybe. That was close. Well, nothing to see here, just a quick update. Another field done. I'm gonna move back to by the bin site, and there's some wetter acres along the interstate. I'm gonna see if they're able to go tonight. If not, I'll get them tomorrow, and I'm gonna go rest because I've been up for the better part of like 35 hours right now on 4 hours of sleep, so it's starting to catch up with me. And then I want to be able to be useful the next couple days. Well, that's gonna do it for us. Wrapping it up. The guy's still out running the drill probably for another 15 minutes to a half hour. We're bringing his pickup and moving it closer to where he is back to the bin site here. One of those half-ton Fords with a diesel engine in it. It's really neat. But anyway, we'll be back at it in the morning and see, keep after it and see where that takes us. So with that, you guys be safe as always. Have a good one, and we'll check you later.